All right, before we get started, I want to thank the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for the creative and the curious. Really creative stuff to explore and learn here. Everything from film and video, photography, creative writing, animation, and music. And if you were ever curious about that P90 joke I cracked in my video about the Justice League Joker, well, Skillshare has Learn Guitar, the Complete Beginner's Guide. You can start the path to knowing my P90 jokes a bit better. And to me, it's like learning to play an instrument is like learning a language you didn't know you really needed to know. And Skillshare is curated for your learning experience, which means no ads. They don't flood you with those ads. It's just creative discovery for less than $10 a month. And the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link below will get a free premium trial membership to explore that creativity that calls to you. So click the link below, get started on that path of discovery that calls to you. And thank you once again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I do appreciate it. And now, Mortal Kombat! Dun, dun, dun. It's happening. We have a trailer. Okay, I guess this is real. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, sometimes the visual effects are like, oh yeah, it looks like a YouTube movie for sure. But it looks to be made by someone who wants to have the spirit of Mortal Kombat alive. Trailer starts out at Sonya talking. She's like, yeah, we ran across this guy who can just freeze shit. Which right there, when I saw that scene where Jax has the shotgun to Sub-Zero and he shoots the shotgun and the buckshot just freezes midair, I was like, that's pretty slick. Then, you know, Sub-Zero freezes Jax's arms and shatters him. That's how Jax loses his arms in here. I guess Ermac wasn't available for the role. He's a busy guy, he has a lot to do. He is many. There but one. But this movie kind of, in its way, looks to be something I've wanted to see in Mortal Kombat. Like, I always thought it'd be cool to have a Mortal Kombat cinematic universe. I know I've kind of bagged on the fact that everything feels like it has to be a cinematic universe these days, but I feel like Mortal Kombat really lends itself to that. Like example, you could have a Sonya Jax movie and they're going after Kano and that somehow leads across Sub-Zero, and then the next movie is a Sub-Zero Scorpion backstory movie. You have these movies that are cool adventures, they build up the characters, and then the Avengers movie where they all come together is the Mortal Kombat tournament movie. It looks like it's that, but one movie. You got Sonya, Jax going across Sub-Zero. You have Sub-Zero Scorpion conflict. You have the greatest character in Mortal Kombat history, Cole. Who's Cole? I don't want to be pessimistic, but it ain't looking good for my man Cole over here. He is going into Mortal Kombat, a super bloody death tournament filled with fatalities, decapitations, arms getting shattered, hearts getting ripped out, and his name is Cole, otherwise known as character who's not in the games. I feel like Cole should be wearing a red Star Trek uniform at this point. Art leans over there going, yeah, you're fucked, buddy. Trust me. Just trust me. And yeah, if we're gonna joke a little more about poor King Cole, that line about his birthmark, I feel like Peter Dinklage from Avengers Infinity War should have a cameo just for that line.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
Yes, that's what birthmark means. But it's not a birthmark, it's a mark he's had since birth that means he's been chosen. Which technically is still a birthmark. It's just a birthmark that means you've been chosen. I will say I miss Karihiroyuki Tagawa as Shang Tsung. I think it would have been a good opportunity for him to be old Shang Tsung. I was gonna say I haven't seen that, but technically I have because he was in the second season of Mortal Kombat Legacy as old Shang Tsung. But you know, I feel like I'm gonna miss him, but this dude, at least from the one shot in the trailer, the one line he has, I think he looks awesome. There's a scene where it's like a statue of Shao Kahn. He looks like Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 11. Also, a quick shot of Mileena, which some people, there were character posters. People were like, dude, where are her teeth? I'll hold out on that. I want to reserve judgment until I see how they actually do Mileena past one character poster or one shot. I mean, it could be a Pennywise thing they have going on where it's like, oh, it looks normal. And she opens her mouth. It's like, ah. Maybe not that intense, but you know what I mean. Also, Kano. That's another one I want to see how they do, because not only, I mean, Kano doesn't have his robot eye. I mean, he has a robot eye. It's like he has Terminator eye when Terminator just took a little bit of battle damage. You know, his eye's red, couple scrapes. But he doesn't have the full, like, Terminator costume piece that they put on Richard DeVizio's eye to make him look like Kano in the original game. But with that, who knows, maybe as the movie goes on, he takes battle damage and starts peeling away, and then you get the full Kano eyepiece. But with Kano, trailers being trailers, the trailer doesn't really illustrate that Sonya and Kano are bitter enemies. I mean, there's a couple of scenes where they're in the same scene together, kind of shoulder to shoulder in the same group. Looks like they're questing together. I mean, I don't know if they are when Sonya's rattling off the names like, I'm Sonya, that's Jax, that's Cole, he'll die, that's Kano. It's like, Are they on a team? Then again, the way audio and trailers are cut together, it could be a scene where she's like, that's Kano, get him! And they just cut it like, that's Kano, welcome to the team, Cole. Granted, it does show Sonya and Kano fighting in one scene. I'm saying it doesn't look like they're bitter enemies. It doesn't look like Sonya necessarily wants to kill him as he is her mortal enemy. But this being the story that leads to the tournament, what happens in this movie could lead to them being those bitter enemies, you know, as backstories go. Also love the casting of Hiroyuki Sanada as Hanzo Asashi, because he always has that intensity to him, you know? He usually plays a good guy, but always that intense good guy. When I heard he was cast as Scorpion, Hanzo Asashi, I was like, that's kind of perfect casting. The thing that drew me into Mortal Kombat as a kid was Scorpion, the Scorpion Sub-Zero conflict. It looks like this movie really concentrates on that a lot, plays that up. Although Sub-Zero doesn't move in here, I think it's more of a Scarlet move myself, but are they going to show the fatalities in a trailer? If you see that red band at the beginning of the trailer, they are. And yeah, it's such a montage of death, destruction, and fatalities that I'm like, I kind of don't want to see it. I want to save it for the movie. I get you want to pitch people like, hey, this is Mortal Kombat. This is Mortal Kombat Prime. But I'd, you know, save some for the screen. Though it's pretty sweet that Kano rips out a heart. So yes, I woke up to news of a Mortal Kombat trailer, saw the Mortal Kombat trailer, and I enjoyed the Mortal Kombat trailer. All right, so the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie, not just coming this year, but next 2 months from now, April. What month is this? Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.